Hello, it's Randy Duck and welcome back for another video. This time I've just started the grind in the heavy Polish line and currently I'm working my way through and I'm on the 45 TP tier 7 tech tree heavy tank, and yeah, I've got two great replays to show you today. This was sort of just on my quest for the free mark, which I have now free marked. And yeah, these are just two great replays for you. We're on Redshire and we're platooned up with our good buddy, the well-known Petty 360, and we're on, yeah, there's no artillery on Redshire, so that's always a good start to the game. We also have very good tiering, so I've decided that I'm going to take the brawl on in the heavy flank. Unfortunately for me, it kind of looks like my team's not going with me, but nonetheless, I'm going to go there anyway because, to be honest, I can't bother to turn around. Two, I know this area will work well for my tank, and we're top tier, so I've got an opportunity to have a good game here. Like I say, unfortunately, it's a little bit frustrating that my heavy tanks aren't coming with me. You can see sort of two of the Tiger tanks kind of stay at the back for majority of this fight, not really contributing, which is a shame. It'd be nice for them to poke up with us, but either way, I'm going to carry on moving up and see what we can spot. As you can see, I've noticed when we've got up here that I am sort of quite outnumbered, so I'm going to have to make sure my gun's affected and see if we can take out some tanks. Like I say, this has decent alpha for a tier 7 tank, and fairly decent reload as well. So I must say I've really enjoyed this tank so far. So hopefully the other tanks in the line don't let me down, but yeah, it has been really good. It's going to be really crucial for me to try and get as much damage in as I can, to make sure I don't want to give the enemy any sort of sense to push me, because if they all push me at the same time I will die. So it's important that I keep trying to get pressure on, keep putting shots in and just pinning them down a little bit. When the enemy tanks are obviously pushing high on the ridge to the right hand side, I do know I have support from the other side of the map, which they will be able to get shots in. So my main issue is if they all sort of full send around the left. But yeah, we've got this one TD with us, which is helping us out. As you can see, sort of at B8, the Tiger tanks still haven't, they're top tier, there's no artillery, they still haven't moved in. And to be honest, they're not really going to get many shots to cover me for where they are. So I'm really kind of hoping that they push up soon, which kind of looks like they are now. I just hope it's not too late and the enemy tank don't full push me. I have lost a few hit points, but I have managed to rack up a little bit of damage and got some decent assistance. So, well, I've got a little bit of assistance, sorry. But yeah, it's just a case now of just trying to get as many shots in as I can. I need to just, every time my reload's up, put a shot in. I don't want to be falling back too much until I have to. Because obviously, yeah, if they all push me, I'm going to die here. But fortunately for us, my heavy tanks have now arrived, giving me that little bit of support I needed to hopefully be able to do some work on this flank. You can see how quickly in these scenarios you can rack up the damage in this tank, which is one of the things I've really enjoyed. Just under sort of 2,000 damage now, and yeah, the armour it's fairly decent when you're top tier. As you see here, one of the good things about the line is the gun depression. I mean, on this tank, it's got 8 degrees of gun depression, which is pretty decent for a heavy tank. And yeah, it's starting to look more positive over this side. We've got a lot of one-shots now, so I'm just trying to prioritise taking them out, and then they'll be able to push up a little bit more effectively. So he racked up another kill there, getting another bit of damage. Our Tiger piece full health, so this is really good for me. If he pushes in now, then it's going to allow me to sort of create a second angle. This is what I'm thinking. If he pushes up to this rock in front of me, I'm hoping I might be able to try and sort of time my shots and get a few shots on the side. But you've got this T29 and this E25 in my way. I've got to try and take care of the E25, because that thing, left unattended to, can really rack up the damage, and before you know it, sort of tickles shots into you and takes away a lot of your hit points. Fortunately for me, he does get taken out, so I don't have to worry about him now. And this battle is turning into, yeah, it's looking positive, isn't it? It's looking like we're going to get a win now. We're 6 up on tanks, and we've sort of done the hard part now, cleaning up the this tank. It's just operation cleanup, seeing if we can get as much as we can left into this game. We go for the shot there, fully aimed. We do track him in place, and I think we pick up a bit of tracking assistance, which is nice. You see, we've already had a really good game, haven't we, for tier 7 tank. We've got sort of just up to 4,000 damage and 1,000 assistance. So yeah, that puts up to about 5,000 combined. So it is, so far it's been a really nice game. We go for a shot for the track wheel, trying to get a bit more tracking damage on the Craft Panther. He does get tracked in place, set on fire, and that brings us up to 4,400 damage, 1,200 assistance, and just shy of 1,000 block. So it's been a really successful game for a tier 7 tank, especially when you consider the odds were not in our favour when we was in that position. I think we held our own quite nicely. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that game. We've got, as you see, got 1 kill, 4,500 damage, base XP of over 2,000. Yeah, really enjoyed that game. Ace tanker, high caliber. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that one. But if you stay with us, we've got another really exciting game for you to come. Okay, thanks for staying with us. This next replay is really quite a decent little game actually, and we're on Steps Encounter. We are top tier again, which is lovely, but there is 2 fun police, boo, unfortunately, in this one. But we're going to take a really aggressive position, which you can take for this spawn on Encounter. It does come with its risks, but the risk rewards are great. Like, if you can pull it off, you've got to be very alert with your surroundings, but it works quite well, and in particular you can see how well it does work in this game. So what I'm going to do, I'm forcing it over, and I'm basically just trying to get to this ridge which you can see in the horizon in front of us. It's a really aggressive position, but once you've got there you can end up getting side shots on the heavies, etc., which are pushing in, which you can see now. This Tiger 131, very dangerous tank. We slap one into him on the move, which is great, and we're just trying to get over it in this ridge as close as we can. Ooh, we just missed that fun place, which could have hurt. Now what we're going to do is try and back up as close to this ridge as we can, which is just going to make the enemy fun police shot just that little bit harder to hit. Like I say, you're not definitely by all means not immune to getting hit here by artillery. That is the risk you pay, but just getting close to this ridge line is going to help a little bit, as well as sort of help give myself a little bit of cover against things like this Panther. You can see by him trying to push up to get shots into me, he's got completely slapped by our team, which is the beauty of his position, because if they want to come round on you, you obviously normally have people, you can see where these heavy tanks are, to our side and near our base area, which you're going to have free shots into them. So as long as your team isn't completely brain dead, they'll be able to hopefully survive the encounter. The biggest threat is obviously if they all come round or if the artillery gets me. You can see I've already racked up to just over 2,000 damage, and these Tiger 131s are playing right into my hands here. They're pushing into our enemy team, and I've got a really devastating angle on them, which is just shredding them basically. You can see here. Now I was going to go, yeah, just going to try and finish off this Tiger. This is why I use a small map, by the way, just so I can see exactly what's happening. Unfortunately, I got tickled by the enemy artillery. We're lining up a shot onto this Tiger 131, but we realise there's an enemy coming behind us, so we don't pull the trigger. Now we go for a snapshot, just because I was thinking I was so close that's going to hit. And unfortunately that has cost us a little bit of health. We do take him out. Unfortunately I wasn't able to move into cover quick enough because I missed the first shot, but we take him out anyway, putting us over to just under 3,000 damage combined. We spotted the enemy bishop. We're going to try and take him out. We don't manage to take him out in one shot, but we've got the slimmest of shots, and we're just praying into the I'm Jesus, and he helps us with that shot, taking him out. You can see it's a really close battle so far, and I've had a really big effect onto this game so far, not just about the amount of damage I've got, just by the tanks, particular tanks which we've been able to take out, like the Tigers, the Tiger 131s, very dangerous tanks when you're top tier, especially the Tiger 131 it's devastated top tier. That DPM is insane. So to always try and take out tanks like that the first you can, because that's going to increase your chances of winning the game. Just managed to miss the other enemy, the second enemy fun police, which we know is in A1. not much we can do about that at the moment. Now we've just got to try and hope he doesn't take us out while we clear as much as we can to clear a path for our enemy team to get to him and take him out. We take out the Cromwell, racking up another kill, and now we're going to move through again. We just missed the second artillery, and I don't really want to full send over to him because my Tiger 131 is already going for him, and I'm thinking hopefully that he will be outscored. He should be able to kill him. But at the very least it's going to keep him distracted to not be able to put shots into myself, and I'm at this stage of clean up duty and trying to move forward and get as much damage as you can, because obviously I was going for the free mark. I have now done that, so I'll probably at some point I'll do a few more. I've got quite a few good replays, and I'll do a free mark video for you in this, just as I progress through grinding this line out. So we're going to see if we can get another little kill in this enemy TD, which we do. And yeah, unfortunately I missed a shot on the Hellcat earlier. I should have aimed that a little bit better, which is unfortunate because that would have gave my another kill. There's no point me going over there because I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna beat my friendly teams to them. So I'm assuming they're going to be able to clean that up. So I'm thinking I'm going to go for this Thunderbolt just to try and get the kill. To be honest with you, with two friendly TDs on our team and the Italian heavy, which is already near him, it's a long shot, but I'm going to be able to get there. But you might as well, keep going just in case, just in case you get. As you see, these enemies, I'm just as fully expecting the Thunderbolt to die to the friendly Sky Pigs, but yeah, you got to go for it anyway. At the moment, he seems to be holding his own. Somehow surviving on a sliving of health, but this T-34 is coming in on him, so I'm thinking, right, that's it, not going to be able to get the kill. But the Thunderbolt was holding his own. It is looking like, am I going to be able to get there? He does take him out. I'm thinking, oh, I might just be able to nick this kill. Oh, is it going to be worth it? Is it going to be worth it? Oh, yes, and we just managed to take him out. I mean, it's a good job we did, because we picked up the Devastator medal with that. And it was well worth the diesel. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed that replay. As you see, we had a nice big game, over 2,000 base XP, got the Devastator, got 3,800 damage, 802 assistance, so all in all a very nice game for a tier 7 tech tree heavy tank. So that's all for this one. Again, thank you. I just want to say a big thank you for your support. I do read all the comments you put on the channel, and honestly, the nice comments just makes it all worthwhile getting the effort to put these videos out. So I do really appreciate it. Thank you so much for subscribing, and as always, happy tanking.